Hey guys, what is up? What's going on out there today? Brent Abel here at webtennis.com. Another episode of 7 Around 7. Hope you're having a great start to your day wherever you are. 8 a.m. out here in the Rocky Mountains, Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Man, it's getting toasty here in the mountains. Love it. Anyway, look, guys, hope all is well with you today. Look, I got just a real short message for you today. Nothing earth-shattering other than maybe it's the most important thing about becoming a better player. I don't know. Let's chat about it. Before we get into it, a couple of things. Number one is down below in the description area. There's a link that will take you to 98.6, which is Dave Doherty's men's high-performance tennis clothing, shorts, shirts, hats, really unique stuff. And Dave is generously offering all of us a 15% discount off our first order. So look, my recommendation is when we're done today, go down below, click that link, go check it out, and pick up a pair of shorts, a shirt or two, a hat. And I think that you're really going to love the stuff that Dave has created. Look, the discount code is Brent01. That's with a capital B, lowercase RENT, and then a 01, and you'll get that 15% discount in the shopping cart. Guys, guess what? Today I'm going to send out an email for you to be able to pick up the Sievertson 12. The video's done. I've also got an audio if you just want to listen to it. You can do that as well. You can download the audio file. And right now, I'm in the process of editing the transcript so you can have a transcript as well. So it'll be in 3 different formats. You get all 3, no charge on me. What a great guy, I know. But anyway, look for an email from me today as to how to get access to that. And look, if you are listening to the live broadcast this morning or maybe the replay, and you're not on my webtennis.com email list, just go on over to webtennis.com, get signed up. It's free. And when you do, you're going to get access to the Web Tennis members area where several free sections of tennis instructional stuff that I think you'll like. Primarily, the big one there is the top spin second serve, showing you, man, how do you get that spin? How do you get racket speed, right? How do you get that nice safe height over the net so that you practically eliminate double faults and get the nice high bounce, right? So that at least you start the point, worst case, at neutral where you're not giving that returner singles and or doubles any kind of an advantage. So again, if you want to get the Sievertson 12, you got to be on my email list. No big deal. I'm not going to spam you. Just go on over to webtennis.com and you'll get in the list. And then I'm going to send an email out later this afternoon as to how to get access to the Sievertson 12. Guys, look, big shout out to Palm Desert resident, right? Southern California desert, where Mine and I have our winter home down there in the Mission Hills Country Club, and actually had the opportunity to play 3 sets of practice mixed doubles with her last Christmas. Desiree Krozik, who I remember showing you a picture of her. It was fantastic, man. I mean, this girl, I'm telling you, she hits a tennis ball that I swear to you, you can hear it. You can hear it sizzling by you. It's just a different type of tennis ball. Anyway, we had a great morning. Me and Desiree, and then Owen and Morgan McIntosh. A lot of fun. But anyway, look, a big shout out to Desiree and her mixed doubles partner, Joe Salisbury from England, as they won the French mixed doubles title early this morning. I think it was 10-5 in the super tiebreaker in the 3rd set. She's won. I mean, she got to the finals of the French women's doubles last fall, and now she's following it up with the title in the mixed doubles. So a Grand Slam champion. So Desiree, big shout out to you. And look, the message today is that if we want to become better, if we want to put ourselves in a position, and this is one of the things that Jeff Jacklich and I talked about a lot over at Gold Ball Hunting, helping those players who are playing the national senior category 1 tournaments, the gold ball tournaments. And for every age group, every year, there's typically 4 different gold ball events, right? For each age group. Oh, sorry, Owen. Did I butcher the last name? Is it Macintoshi? Anyway, Kravchuk. Okay, thank you very much. Anyway, there's 4 different events each year in each age group for the category 1 gold ball events. There's the hard courts, the clay, the grass, and the indoors. And look, just like Desiree and just like Katie, I told you about Katie Volanese recently. These girls are all showing up just over and over and over again. I think Katie, I went back and looked at her tournament schedule over the last, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, and it stopped showing me, but she'd been in 17 different tournaments around the world. I'm not saying that you got to go travel around the world, but you've got to put yourself into as many tournaments as you possibly can, into as many league matches as you possibly can. Whether it could be club matches, you've got to be prolific. I remember when I first started playing senior tournaments, NorCal Hall of Famer Charlie Hovler, and he told me back in the day, he just said, "Look, if you ever want to compete for a gold ball, for a national title, all you have to do is obviously work your butt off in terms of working on your game, working on your fitness, but you got to show up. You got to be prolific in terms of entering these events. You can't cherry pick. You can't go, oh, okay, well, let's see. I'm just going to play in 6 months. I'm just going to play that one tournament, wherever, because that surface suits me the best." And that's just not the recipe for being able to win a national title or win a big tournament or win the next big step in your progress in terms of becoming a better player. You've got to be prolific. And look, I know a lot of people are still working. I get it. That's fine. A lot of people are still raising kids. I get it. And look, when I was raising my 3 daughters, I had to take a little bit of time off from actually traveling, but I tried to play as many events as I could locally. And just so that I stayed in that competitive mindset, right? And look, I think I talked about it yesterday or a couple of days ago about one of the ways that you learn more about your game is putting yourself out there in these competitive situations. I get it. There are times when you need to tinker with technique, right? You need to do that. But if that's your only thing that you do, and then once every 6 months, you think you're okay, well, I'm all set. I'm going to go play the tournament. I'm telling you, that's not the recipe for, certainly not the recipe for winning a Grand Slam title, but it's not the recipe for winning any kind of a local or regional or state or national tournament, right? You have got to you got a little something technique wise you got to work through. Terrific. But after that, you got to put yourself out there. Start playing some practice games, some practice sets, some practice matches, some local tournaments, right? Could be a club thing, some league stuff, right? League stuff can get a little hairy in terms of all the other guys going, man, you can't lose this match because we got to win this thing today, right? That's a little goofy. Anyway, look, so the message today, guys, is keep showing up. Don't try to cherry pick what tournament you're going to play. And again, look, I know I'm speaking just a small percentage of players out there. These are guys and gals who are out there actually working their fanny off on their game, trying to become better, trying to do a little damage out there in the tournament scene. And I know that it's a small percentage of you. I'm not disrespecting the others. I'm just saying that a lot of the others it's like I said, full-time job, maybe still raising a family, right? May just for whatever reason just not want to be traveling, this, still with the COVID thing, whatever. So the message, keep showing up, keep working, and make sure that you've got a nice mix of, well, maybe once a week, I'm going to tinker on this one technical thing, right? That's been kind of like, I know I got to work on it because when I am playing my matches that count, this is the one area that kind of keeps showing up where I'm having a problem, right? It could be technique. It could be physical, right? It could be either you got to shed some more pounds Or it could be that you're in the gym doing the wrong stuff in terms of something that's going to help your tennis game, right? It could be a whole host of things. It could be mental, right? I mean, I think for most players in the tournament thing, it's working on the mental stuff, right? It's not an easy thing, but anyway, my point is that you gotta stick to the process. And I look at Desiree, and look, if I just look at someone like her who's got a passion for the game of tennis, and that's what keeps her coming back. The perseverance, the persistence, the grit, that just keep showing up, just keep working. Something good's eventually going to happen. And so look, big congrats to her today. Really happy for her, because it just takes your game. I'm sure what she's feeling now. Obviously, there's going to be, a big afterglow of just feeling great about winning a Grand Slam title. But her confidence, man, come on. So, guys, anyway, that's it for me today. Short little message. Would love to hear from you what's on your mind in terms of your own game, in terms of where you are confidence-wise, right? What are you working on? What part of your game do you think that you need to really you need to shore up, that you need to get better at? Is it going to be technique? Maybe in the technique side, it's less. What could you pare away? What could you take away that would actually make you a more consistent shot maker? Is it strategy or tactics? Is there something tactically you're doing that maybe you ought to be hitting one more cross-court forehand rather than trying to ding it up the line too early in the point, right? Is it physical? Do you need to be working on some part of your tennis-related physical skills? Maybe not just, pounding the weights in the gym all, every day, every morning, and trying to get bigger, stronger. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's just simple stretching. I don't know. Maybe it's shedding some pounds. Mental could be the fourth thing, is mental, right? Maybe you're way too tough on yourself. Maybe you dwell way too much on negative stuff. You miss an easy ball, and that whole thing just sticks with you, right? Rather than what I think the top players do is they just let that go away, right? It's just like a hitter, baseball. I mean, guys making a gazillion dollars in baseball are not getting a base hit 7 out of 10 times, right? So short-term memory, letting it go. And yet holding on to when you do something right, when you do something the way that you really want to do it, where you want to do it again, hold on to that. Remember that. Visualize it. When you're off the court, just before, I don't know, you've got 5 minutes here or there, or maybe right before you go to bed, shut your eyes and visualize what 2 or 3 shots did you hit today that you want your brain to be thinking, you want your subconscious mind to be thinking, man, this is what we want to do, right? Over and over and over again. I don't know. You got to tell me what's on your mind. What area of your game? And, the fifth thing is experiences. What are you doing? How often are you getting out there? How often are you showing up at these events, matches that actually are made public? And public could be a tournament thing. Public could be a league thing. Public could be a club thing, or it could be a practice match where you and your buddy say, hey, let's go ahead and post today's result up on the blackboard, and we'll leave it up there for a day, right? Whatever it is. How often are you creating those experiences in terms of matches that actually count, so that you learn more and more about what it is you need to work on? Only you can figure that one out, man. So look, let me know down below in the comments area what's going on with your game. I love to read and promise to respond. Also, in the description area, 98.6, there is a link, men's high performance tennis clothing from our good friend Dave Doherty, national level 65 player, and with a 15% discount off of your first order. Just put in the discount code Brent01, capital B, then lowercase RENT 01, and you'll be all set. That's it. Guys, look for an email from me today for the Sievertson 12, getting access to it. Again, reminder, if you're not on my email list, just go on over to webtennis.com, drop in the first name and email address, and you will be all set to get access to the members area where you're going to find the Sievertson 12 stuff over there. All right, guys, that is it for me. It is time. All of us, we got to get out there today, out there. And well, by the way, shout out to Morgan and Owen McIntosh. You guys, good luck in the National Father-Daughter hard courts. Talking about a gold ball event in San Diego, I believe it is, starting tomorrow. So you guys go get them. We'll be pulling for you. But guys, as I said before, it's time. We all got to get out there. Help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, I will see you again next time.